You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Cochran. Welcome to the podcast of my show. Remember, you can join me live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio, on Conroe's FM 106.1 and 104.5, and globally on irlonestar.com. If you're a big fan of my podcast, subscribe to my YouTube and SoundCloud channels, and you're always invited to my Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show. The Cindy Cochran Show is brought to you by our titled sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. Call today for all your financial concerns, 936-449-5952. Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. It is Monday, and you are listening to The Cindy Cochran Show. Oh, yeah. And some of you are listening to us on 106.1 and 104.5. And some of us are snuggled up with a good computer and listening to us on irlonestar.com. And it is, there's just no way to get away from us, because if you want to see the replays, then you're watching Suddenlink at 9 o'clock and watching the Cindy Cochran Show in the afternoons. I have seen everybody on there. I got to see Mark and Hader. I think that was their last show that they had done. I got to see that. I've seen Richard and the Ticket Stub with Connor Halstead and Richard Schissler. I saw them. And there it is on my big 43-inch screen. It's not big anymore. I thought it was when I got it. But watching the shows from this radio station, the Lone Star Community Radio. I mean, we are on television, on FM, and then, of course, globally transmitted on irlonestar.com, and you just go on that and click on that, and there's an app, and you can carry us all the way, all over the place, and anywhere you go, you can't miss it. So I'm excited about the reach that we have, and that's all due to, of course, Richard, who doesn't like to take credit for it, but it is all about him, that he has stayed with it and pursued this. I'm not even getting a smile out of him. He's just looking dead into the computer. Richard, I'm complimenting you, but he's got the mic way away from him today, and because he's busy training our new intern. Well, I wish we had some good music to play when we start to introduce a new intern. But Jaeden Camstra, is that right, Jaeden? Did I say it right? Okay, Camstra. Jaeden Camstra is going to be with us for the next few weeks. And Stephanie, I assume, has done her stance. As she was here, we love Stephanie. She was great. And I'm sure we'll love Jaeden as well. But hopefully I'll be able to steal him away from Richard for just a few minutes, just to get to know him and let you hear him. I love these interns, and I love when they come on, and they've got such a great perspective of different things to talk to us about. And that it's the youths out there that... what they're going through and what they're seeing, and why somebody wants to be in radio. Why is this a good internship for them? And I think it's great. So anyway, hopefully that'll be coming up. But I am so excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow is, I've been promising this guy for about 3 weeks, and he's back from Hawaii, and he's going to be calling in. It's Robert Powles. Robert Powles is the owner of Rocket Fizz. He came to us via, of course, our Elvis Presley connection, Don Wilson. And Don, good morning, and I hope you're having a great morning. But Don knows everybody, and in fact, when I talked to Robert, I was saying, I was so impressed about your store, Rocket Fizz. It's over off of I-10. And it's in where Edward Cinema is and the Dave & Buster's. And we happened to just go by it, and I was with my grandchildren, and they went crazy over the store. I could not get them out of the store. I wanted to go see a movie. I wanted to go to, Dave & Buster's and all that, and they wanted to stay in the store. And the store is so eclectic, and it's hard to describe the store unless you have been there. But if you like soda pop, I think that's what he calls it, soda pop. Robert has the most unique combinations of taste and flavors of these soda pops. There's a butter soda pop. There's a pickle juice soda pop. I mean, anything that you want. He just added a new flavor. It's Jimi Hendrix. Now, I don't know what the ingredients might be in that to represent and make you think of Jimi Hendrix when you drink it, but that's one of the questions I have for him, and he will be with us tomorrow. He also had a picture on one of his websites, and it looked like Ringo Starr was in there. So I zoomed in. And I said, "That's Ringo Starr is in there." So I asked him about that, and he said, "This guy came in, and he's a Ringo Starr lookalike." And so they took the picture, and it just went everywhere that like he was there. But they have a lot of artists that have come in there. Kiss has been there, and different ones that he's going to tell us about, where they have a Rocket Fizz real popular in Hollywood. But I can't imagine being able to go into a store and then you see your name on a soda pop, you see your name on all the different artifacts that you had. And a lot of these stars, you may see them as classical stars. They're there, and they have everything from, of course, I Love Lucy to what's going on right now and who's popular right now. But they have a lot of of course, posters, but they have so many. The food items they have, the candy they have, are just, I've never seen a place with this much stuff in it. And it's hours you can just spend going through everything that they have. And so Rocket Fizz is going to be fun to talk about. If you have a chance, it would be great, because I'm going to take the grandkids back out there tomorrow to let them see it, because they're so excited that Don knew, the guy that owns this place. Don knows everybody, and this is what excited them, was Robert Powell's. So he is going to be going to be with us tomorrow, and also we'll have Michael Player. Michael Player, of course, is extremely popular country artist here in and around this area, and he's going to be coming in and talking about a new thing that they're going to do at the Conroe Coffee. Now, if anybody knows, we are right next door to Conroe Coffee. There's a big picture window that you can look through and come and sit and have coffee and watch us. Of course, you can have your phone with you and you can hear us, but if you can watch us and try and guess what I'm saying, that's maybe difficult, but it's fun, because we get to see everybody moving around in there, and people are out to get to see what goes on behind the scenes. We have a big plate glass window out front of our Lone Star Community Radio, and people can come in and look through the window and see what's going on. But it is much more fun to go into the Conroe Coffee, have some coffee, and look at us. But Michael's going to be playing there next Thursday and doing gospel. And so he's getting together people, and he's even asking people, if you want to come in and you want to sing some gospel tunes, we are here. And they're going to have a big gospel jam session. And I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be fun. I may try and talk my daughter, my singer daughter, to come do this, because this is what her first love is, gospel. She sings a lot of jazz and contemporary stuff, but she loves gospel. And if you love gospel, this may be your time to come shine. Right down the heart of theatrical, paradise here, because we have Owens Theater, we have the Crichton Theater, and now we have, between the Heritage Festival that carries concerts, just like 2 blocks away, and then we're going to have a new restaurant that's going to be having entertainment across the street from us. They should be finished this summer, but he didn't want to make any promises. And then we have the Red Brick. They have also music, and in fact, we have an artist on, and she's going to be Gypsy Rose. She's going to be there later this month. So anyway, it's exciting how much is going on in and around this area, and it is artsy. You know what they say. It's an artsy place to be, and everybody here is so talented. And in fact, if you go to the Conroe Coffee, because I'm staring straight at it, I can see the Starfest Art Fest, the Star Wars Art Fest, and this is, of course, the Star Wars is back in the news again, But we have a guy that's done all these original drawings, and it's just amazing. He really is good. And if you like Star Wars, you want an original artwork of them, come by and see what all he's done. It's pretty impressive. But the Star Wars is in the, I don't know if anybody, if you love Star Wars, and this is a big deal, is that Ron Howard is going to be directing the new Han Solo feature, and the other directors were let go because they were not in compliance with what Star Wars, what they wanted to have on. And I think they were the ones that were making it too comical. They didn't want it to be that comical. And so they wanted to adhere more to the Star Wars theme. And so they're bringing in Ron Howard. And I think that's going to be pretty cool. It seems he's very excited about doing this. So anyway, I do want to tell you that when we come back to our second segment, that you try and figure out, if you haven't heard this story yet, because this is an unusual story, how the music group Slants, how the Washington Redskins are indebted to them, and they've made a huge difference in their franchise. This Asian group called Slants, and we'll talk about that when we get back. And also Kiss, what they're up to and what they want to license. And I don't see how they can license this to make money off of. But anyway, we'll see. You're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, and that music means that we got to take a break, and we'll be right back. And we want to thank our sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. Don't go away.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? The Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
We're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for listening and joining us. And, we always want to thank our sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. If you want to know more about them, you can go to irlonestar.com, go to the show page, The Cindy Cochran Show, and get all the info you'd ever want to know. I am so excited because I had the honor to have one of the most popular shows on Our Lone Star is The Reluctant Cowboy.
Oh, Afternoons with Lone Star. That's what it is, Afternoons with Lone Star.
Yeah,
with your host, Rick TRC. Yes,
that's right.
Yes.
I mean, the host you're the face of it.
That's right.
You're the voice of it.
That's right, I'm the voice.
Yes, yours, and beautiful voice you have.
Well, thank you.
But see, Rick, you've got such an edge on everybody else, though, because you have all this training and being a stage actor.
Yeah.
And glass worker. I don't know how that works in, but anyway, it does. It does. It's the patience that you have, but you do have a lot of irons and a lot of fires.
Yeah, we do.
And you're always busy, always doing something. And so, if you're not trying to memorize a script or do that, then you are all about 3 to 7. On Our Lone Star.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah. Afternoons?
Yeah, afternoons.
Afternoons with Rick. I like the Reluctant Cowboy. I like that a lot.
Well, it's apropos. It fits me.
Yeah, see,
it really does.
Yeah, because number one, people probably, after they know you, would not think that would be what you'd be doing.
I know.
is doing country music.
I know.
But if you do know Rick, he's an amazing actor, amazing performer. So he brings all that to the radio show, but he also brings a twist to the country music.
Yes, I do.
Richard allows you that power, right?
Oh, yes, he does.
Yes, and so that's
man,
awesome.
he's a great GM.
Yes,
Yeah, he
and
is.
I'm telling you, he allows you, and plus, I was really impressed because I'm not a country music fan. I'm just not. I do like when people come in here live and they sing. Well, I like it, and and Michael Player's trying to turn me so bad. He wants to turn me. You would like it, and I've gone and seen him live. And when I see like Jared Starrett, I see those guys live, and you go like, that's good, and it's good music, it's jumping music. But my idea of country music, country western music, growing up, because I've always lived in Houston. I'm born and raised in Houston, so Texas is my my place of origin, and so you'd think that I would love it. But I had so much when I was young, and they play that, and it's that
The whiny stuff.
yeah, and people being so depressed. A lady called me one time because I would go around and do a lot of positive thinking talks and stuff, and so she called me. She'd been on the talks, and she got my number and said, "Would you please come over and help me? I am so depressed. I'm so depressed, Cindy. Please come help me." And I said, "Well, I'll be glad to." And I said, "What are you depressed about?" She says, "Oh, there's all this." She goes through all the things. I went, "Okay," and before I get depressed. And so I go over there, and I open the door, and there's this music playing that is just it has the most horrible message to bring somebody out of the blues, and she's listening to that. And the cry in your beer, and there's the beer to cry into, and she has that, and all the shades are drawn, and I'm going like, oh my word, I can help you, I can cut out some of this cancer that you have, and I just think that's what it reminded me of, and that's kind of, but that's not true anymore. I mean, country music has come a long way.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even know that I'm listening to something that would be considered country, and I like it. And I like it. And I'm going like, okay, that's
well, you
good.
should be listening to my show.
And that's what I mean.
More.
You bring that twist. So you bring
all the
bring
new
all
stuff.
That.
Oh yeah, because I don't like the whiny zone. That's no wine zone.
No wine. No cheese and wine.
None.
Okay, the only song I may make an exception to, and this is so weird, is the Tennessee Whiskey. That is the only song. It is but it doesn't have that feel to it because the guy, Chris
Stapleton.
Yes, Stapleton. I mean, when I heard that, I couldn't believe it. I went because the blues, the feel of the blues in there is just so amazing. So I love that guy. I love him.
He's very talented. He's got a lot of songs that are very popular and that have gotten Grammys that he wrote from other artists.
For other artists, and he is just amazing. I mean, amazing. Tell me what is like the most popular song, people that request over and over again. What is that?
Right now, the most popular one is Song from Another Time by Old Dominion.
Song from Another Time.
Right. It is a beautiful song, and he brings up titles of all these different songs from the 70s and 80s, and he sings about it, and it really is cool.
And that's what everybody likes, that one. Okay.
Yeah, they like that one.
And you play that? Is that pretty much on your...
Anything with Zach Brown Band.
That Brown? What's the name of the Brown?
Zach Brown Band.
Zach Brown Band, okay.
Yeah, they're very popular. Florida Georgia Line, very popular. Brett Eldridge is very popular.
So those are the hot artists right now. In
Sam Hunt, very popular.
Now, what do they consider? Are they considered country artists, or are they considered?
Okay, it depends upon who you talk to.
Oh,
really does. People like Michael Player, no, they are not country. But people like me, they are country because I want that influence. I want that meld of the different genres, the pop, the rock. That's great. Country has just grown so much, and I hate country. I don't like it. Well, I changed my mind about 2006. I changed my mind.
When you got...
No. When I started listening to Zach Brown Band, I go, oh my gosh, this is new country? This is what it sounds like? And then it just evolved into that.
Right.
It just evolved.
Well, now see, if you don't play any Bruno Mars, I don't know how I can listen to into it. And I
love him. Jason Mraz, he's on my playlist.
See, but you don't play Bruno Mars.
No, I don't.
I was going to say that would be weird, but
it would.
But we have jazz on IR Lone Star. And maybe the only place you can find and listen to jazz.
That's right.
Because it started going away in Houston, and people were getting so mad. They were like, we taking away our jazz. And that was it. And
well, I do have to tell you something.
What?
I do. I got to put in a shameless plug for my show on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. It's Off the Range.
Oh,
and
wait
I
a
do
minute.
go off the range. Totally.
Ah.
Last week I played Carlos Santana for a whole hour.
Yeehaw! Oh, my word.
I played Bob Seger for a whole hour. The week before that, I played Jimi Hendrix. I played Grateful Dead.
Oh.
That's off the
Did
range.
Richard call in when you played Grateful Dead?
No.
He said he
no.
loves. He
He does. He
Grateful
loves
Dead.
the Dead. Yes.
Yeah. He loves the Dead.
Well, he never listens to my show anyway. So
okay.
He's busy. Oh my gosh,
He's
he gets
so-
home and he's just busy. He's a busy boy.
I know. I try and ask him. I said,
Really?
"What do you think about that segment? The second segment on Thursday it was about 10. He doesn't know.
No,
he doesn't know.
no,
he
he
doesn't know what's
doesn't.
going on.
He
It's
is
okay.
busy.
It's okay. And in fact, we felt like I could say just about anything. And he says, "But I edit the show, so I have to hear the show." And, no, because you haven't, or otherwise I'd have been in much more trouble than I am usually. But so
He's glaring us down here. I could see.
What's great is I've got a computer that's right there.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
I can see you.
All I can see is his eyes, and his eyes are usually rolling whenever I'm on. So I told him he's going to get stuck that way. He's going to be in trouble.
But we are adding new music. He is adding all kinds of different stuff. Our library is growing, and all kinds of great things are happening here at the station. All kinds.
Well, Off the Range is what is it? 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock every Wednesday.
5 o'clock every Wednesday. So people have to really write this stuff down. You have to put it in your computer, and the
All you
alarm
have to
goes
worry
off,
about is get the app on your phone or your tablet.
and then it's there. Okay.
It's there always.
Okay. All right. Well, that would be good. But Rick Sellers 3 to 7 every day. Okay. And Saturdays, do you?
No, I don't do Saturday.
Saturdays or Sundays, you're off.
I'm off.
Well, good for you. I think that's good.
Yes.
But Saturday nights we have jazz, so
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
they can do that. They can do that.
Yeah.
And if you don't like the jazz songs, you'll love the commercial.
Oh my. Don't you love
Am
that?
I right?
Oh man, CeCe Holmes, I swear.
Who is that voice? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's great. So listen for the commercial, and then go listen to.
You've heard my promo, don't you, with Hulk
Yes.
Hogan,
Oh, who is doing that?
Dale Trimble.
You know who I thought it was? I thought it was Nathan.
Oh, okay.
Who does
yeah.
Montgomery Lifestyles.
Yeah.
I thought that was him doing it, and I was like, oh, I want him to do something for me. But that guy, that's a good commercial.
He does
I
great.
love that.
Macho Man. I've done Dusty Rhodes. He's even going to be coming over and doing Foghorn Leghorn for me.
There you go. Oh, brother.
Yes, it's going to be a good promo.
Okay. Oh,
I'll get him to do something for you.
Yeah, see.
What the heck?
Well, see, you're in with all the actors and
Yeah,
people that probably do
yeah.
a lot of voices and things like that. That would be
I
so
know a lot
much
of people.
fun to do. Now, on the show, do you have artists come in? Do you have live
Every Thursday
every Thursday
at 5 o'clock.
See,
I
these
do
are the things I
interviews.
want to know about. Thursday, you have the artists come in, and they do live stuff on
Yep.
your show.
Yep.
Okay, that's always good. Are these all local artists that come in?
It all depends. I had Patrick Devlin just last week from Blaggards. It's an Irish rock band coming in there from Houston.
Oh, how
Yeah, it was a great interview. The
Does
guy's
it
got
have
this
a
great Irish brogue, and it was
does
great.
it have a Celtic feel to
Oh,
it?
yes,
the
it does.
Okay,
Yes, it does.
I love Celtic music. I like that.
Oh yeah,
So, so Thursday we can hear live music.
yes.
Okay, and then do you have people just come in for interviews about the business, about
Yes,
their touring and
Books, authors. I have call-ins, people who are interested in promoting things. Absolutely.
and so people can call you.
Pre-scheduled call-ins. yes.
Pre-scheduled call-in.
Yes.
Okay, so they can get in touch with you through your Facebook or
Through
Lone Star?
irlonestar.com. Rick, TRC, at irlonestar.com.
And TRC stands for the Reluctant
Reluctant
Cowboy
Cowboy,
at irlonestar.com. And then you can do suggestions. You can do whatever
That's
over
right.
that. So
That's right.
But if you have someone who's really interesting, and they would be cool fit for your show, that would be a good place to go. And then if you don't want them, then you send them to my show, right?
That's right.
Okay, that's what I'll get the rejects.
But let me tell you,
What?
Dick really does have a contacts with a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
He really does. So, he'll send out his emails and he'll say, this is a great guest to have on.
Yeah.
And, naturally, I would probably reach out to him always.
Well, that's what I was trying to find. See who my audience would like. Someone who sells socks. I couldn't. So I never know who's going to send me. And he says I'm the worst about like if I come in and you've had a show or something like that and the guests are leaving, I book them before they get out, and he goes, like I'm always getting people after they've been on other people's shows instead of doing my own homework and getting
There's no problem with that.
I don't think so.
No problem with that.
I told him, I said, I like to audition my people.
Make sure you tell them, though.
Yeah. Make sure you tell him.
A week ahead of time.
A week ahead of time?
Yeah.
Oh, do you get in trouble if you don't?
Yes. Don't you?
Well,
Yeah, you get into trouble. Yeah.
Me? No, not me. No, but now I've gone Monday through Wednesday
Right,
live.
I know.
And then I'm Thursday, Friday replay. So that's going to take a little pressure off.
It will.
And Richard is hoping that what that means is it'll be I'll have all my stuff in.
Well, now
I have all that time.
you can now audition for our new program, our new segment on Lone Star Radio. It's called Lone Star Community Radio Troupe. We do a segment on Sunday night, every Sunday.
Yes.
We do live radio.
Wait a minute.
Live old-time radio.
Radio plays.
Mhm.
Oh, my goodness. So, but now are you engineering that, or are you just...
Yes, I'm the executive producer.
Oh, my word. So I should be nice to you, huh?
Yeah. We've already recorded our last one Saturday, and the next one coming up is this Sunday.
And what is it going to be?
It's Archie from the Archie and Jughead series.
Wait a minute. You're going to do Archie?
Mm-hmm.
You understand, I have the largest collection of Archie books.
My gosh, no, we didn't know that.
I don't get this publicized enough, but I do have it's ridiculous how many and how old I am. Imagine they had just started writing it.
Yeah.
No, Archie's had been for the 40s. They've been for the 40s.
They've got great voices. These guys, Jughead and Archie, and Betty and Veronica, they're all there, and it's a fun one.
I can't believe I didn't know about that. I should have been on there. I should have been Veronica.
You should have been.
I could have been
Yeah.
No, Betty's so freaking so sweet. Wonderful.
I know.
You always felt like you wanted to put a voice to them. And then when the Archie the Archie cartoon came out, I was like, oh my word, now they have voices. And
It wasn't what you imagined them to be.
No,
Not at all.
no. And then but they really just about ruined it for me. I almost stopped when they went to the modern, and they started trying to get like what Archie would be like today. And it became so weird to me. It was like, oh my word, they just went off and left me. But it hasn't grown like I thought, it was going to take off. People have gone back to they like the original Archies because there's people my age that read it. Mm-hmm. And I used to have to take all my kids in so I could buy the comic books and make it and think it's them reading them, even though they were 9 months old. I was just like, look, you want this one? You want this comic book? Okay, we'll get that one for you. But I love the Archie comics.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do is we do one a month, one new one a month. Next month, sign up and be the director and direct your own.
Oh, just direct my own.
Yeah.
That's what our Lone Star Community Radio is all about.
We are community.
Do what you want to do.
No, not what you want to do. Just support the community. Get the community involved.
Yes, get the community. Yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Now, what about this cast is going to be next? When are you going to do the Archies?
It'll be played next Sunday. Providing I get all the graphics and I get all the stuff to Dick so that he can start promoting it. And that's what I'm getting in trouble for. I got to have that done.
Oh,
yeah, it's got to be done.
Goodness gracious! I understand. You're preaching to the choir.
I know.
But anyway, I'd love to have them on.
I know.
And talk. I mean, I would be the best expert to talk to them about the Archies. You've got to have them come on.
Well, we can get them.
Who wrote the script?
I don't know who wrote it. It was taken from the original airing back in the 1930s, I believe it was. 1930s or 40s. Because they just came out with TV. And that's what it's about, his brand new TV, the father's brand new TV. And that's what the story's about.
That's so cool. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for
Sunday,
that. So that's
7 o'clock.
Sunday.
Friday, and I get all the graphics, and I get everything done.
So if we turn it on and it's our gang or something like that, then we'll know you didn't get everything ready.
Well, no, you'll hear music at 7 o'clock.
You'll hear music. Okay. No, okay.
Hopefully you will. I'm trying to get it all done. It has to be played this Sunday. Everybody's expecting it.
Sunday at 7 p.m. At 7 p.m.
Yeah,
okay.
The 2nd.
On the dot. Okay.
Yep.
On the 2nd. That's July 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, July 2nd. I am so excited for it. That is fantastic.
An hour of it.
An hour of the Archies.
No, a half hour of the Archies, an hour of another play called Aces. That's a very fun one.
Two plays.
Yeah.
Aces and Archies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I am thrilled to know this. I just asked you, do you work on Saturday and Sunday? And you go, No, I'm off.
But that's my fun thing. I love doing this.
Oh, that's not even work for you. Okay.
It really isn't.
Well, it's more control. I mean, because this is what you love, is getting to perform in the purest sense.
Yes.
You're having to create all those pictures. It's, you have to overcome not being able to do the props and all that stuff. Now, do you have sound effects?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. We're not going to do live Foley table. No, it's all it's all sound effects.
I thought you put them right over there.
Yeah, gosh, no.
The Archie
tough.
walking down the street.
That's
I know it.
One.
When you see, have you ever been to a studio and watched them do the Foley?
We are going to be doing it live very, very soon because
cool.
CBB Hutch is saying, hey, listen, let's get this thing done live, and I'll start promoting it. I'll start pushing it. We'll start giving you guys some money for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to find a locale to get it done live because there's just too much here. You just can't do it here.
Right. But I just could see the salt on the floor and the, and the bells and the whistles.
Because it costs money to do all this stuff. So I need to have some money so that I can pay this guy over here to do the remotes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It costs money.
He's not doing it out of the love of his heart?
Yeah, sure he is. Yeah.
Okay, he's not even...
Oh, no, he's beyond us.
Yeah, he is so over what we may say about him. Not even a smile. Okay. I wish I had control of the camera so that I could push on the camera from the computer and get his view. Yeah. It would not be good. It would not be fun. But anyway, I think that you've got so much going on, and that you've got things to do, and you're looking at your watch. You just look
at the bottom of the hour. I was looking at it going, why haven't you done the weather and traffic yet? What's going on?
Because you're just so much fun, and he wants to let it go because it's so good, and I can replay this show again I'll probably replay it like Thursday or something to help you get the message out of things that you're doing. Yeah. So if people this week, they've got to listen to you 3 to 7 for your
this week
afternoons.
5 o'clock on Wednesday, we are highlighting Steve Miller Band. Will be the first.
What?
Steve Miller Band.
Wait a minute, but they're not.
That's at 5 o'clock Wednesday.
Okay, 5 o'clock Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, and then Thursday. This Thursday.
I have a couple interviews coming in from a CSO from Conroe Symphony Orchestra. I have a couple members coming in.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that's
last week I had Gail Lamanek and Dr. Don Hudson, the director. They all came in and we interviewed.
Oh man!
Why don't you have those people on?
Oh, because I have people like Don Wilson who bring to me Elvis Presley's.
Wasn't that a great interview? Oh my gosh!
Lord. I love this guy. This guy, and he, he's got me the number of Max Baer Jr. who, and just. People that I go like, what? And so you get to talk to all these people, and it's just amazing. Yeah. And so he's he keeps sending pictures. Talk about name dropping. He does picture dropping like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, it doesn't work on radio very well though.
What?
Picture dropping?
No, it does because. It's funny is because I couldn't wait to get on the radio. This is so much fun. I've done TV. Now I want to be on radio. So I can just come in, dress anyone, no makeup. Don't have to do nothing because it's radio.
Yeah,
you just have to sound like it. And now we got cameras up our... And so and you're everywhere. You're absolutely everywhere. So you can't gain weight. You can't do anything. That's a joke. Anyway, but I decided to wear a uniform. 5 days a week, I decided I'm wearing all black like Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash had the right idea. You just wear black wherever you go, whatever you do. You have to wear what you have on.
That's right.
And so, in fact, I've really messed up Richard because he could tell what show it was by what T-shirt. I'd do like Captain America, and I do all that, and I need to wrap it up. Yes. I understand that sign. I know sign language. Finally, the right finger he uses. It's good. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much for coming in here.
My pleasure.
You are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And I teased with the 2 things I'm going to do is going to be about why the music group, the Slants, have to do with the Washington Redskins and why they're indebted to them now. Yes. So anyway, we're going to talk some other stuff. Thank you so much. 3 to 7.
Thank you.
Rick Sellers.
Every week I get asked the same 2 questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these 2 questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internships, Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to learn the radio and TV business. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776. Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world.
We're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Man, I enjoyed talking to Rick Sellers, and he's on from 3 to 7 here on IR Lone Star Community Radio, and also 106.1 and 104.5 that you can listen to him. And he's got a lot of stuff going on, and you can let him know what you think about it by going to Rick Sellers' his show page on irlonestar.com. He is something. The Reluctant Cowboy. I love that. Okay. Thanks, of course, to our sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. And we also want to thank Richard for letting me have Jaeden. Jaeden is our new intern for the next few weeks, and that's Jaeden Camstra.
Yes.
Camstra.
Yeah.
And that sounds Dutch to me. Am I right there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Dutch.
He told me. I thought, is that Italian? I'm always trying to make everybody's name sound Italian. But Camstra, it's Dutch. Mm-hmm. That's very cool. Now, is that you have lived here all your life? You were born here?
No, I was actually born in Singapore, and then after a year there, I moved to Shanghai, and then till I was about 5, I moved over here.
To Texas?
Yeah, the Woodlands, Texas.
What a culture shock. Yeah. I mean, oh my word, how long did it take you to get used to everything? How old were you when you moved?
I was about 5, 6.
Oh, okay, so you're well indoctrinated into the Woodlands style of life. Okay, that's fine, but oh my goodness. What experience? Do you remember much about Singapore?
Not Singapore, but Shanghai. It was my first memories on this earth. Yeah. So I loved it there, but Texas is my home.
Now, who's Dutch? Is it
my dad?
Your dad is Dutch, and he was in Singapore, met your mom, and then
my mom's from the Philippines.
From the Philippines, okay.
They met there. So.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. Was he in the service or?
No, he's just doing business.
Just business. Mm-hmm. And that's awesome. Well, you got a great place that you're living now, but I bet that not many of them can say that they've been where you've been. Yeah. Where you've been, but have you ever gone back since?
No. Well, we went a few years after we left for here, but I haven't been back since 2007. Yeah. Probably.
I'm talking to Jaeden Camstra, and he's interning here at our Lone Star. And so Richard found you. Did you apply for this?
Yeah.
You applied for it?
Through our school. It's through EFTA. It's an internship program. And
so you applied, and then they told you can. Is this because it's closer to where you live?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. In the Woodlands, they have a radio station. They do have a radio station, a community radio station.
I'm not sure actually. I've never looked into that.
Okay. Well, this is the best one, so you've come to the best. And plus, it's on FM, and it's on
everything.
Everything. I mean, everything. You just can't get away from us when you turn through the channels. There we are. But anyway, you wanted to be in radio, or what is it about coming here? What are you interning for?
Well, I mean, I wanted to learn the ins and outs of a station, but I mean, I have a big interest in music. Mm-hmm. I make music myself. So,
oh, you are?
Yeah.
So you're a musician or a singer?
I'm a producer. I actually make beats.
Oh, okay.
Hip-hop, yeah.
Okay. Do you have people come to your house, or you have a studio in your house?
Yeah, I just work on my computer at my desk.
You can do everything right there.
Definitely.
Because I remember way back when I was in the studios, when there was a 4-track and then went to 8-track. It was amazing. And so, But now you can do this, and Pro Tools came along. I
Yeah.
remember that being the first computer introduced into to me. I mean, what I found being introduced to help with everybody what they play and all that. But the most exciting thing was how it could adjust your voice.
Yeah.
And we had a guy come in from Florida, and I wanted to record a song I had done for my daughter, and they were going to do this duet, and he had everything going for him except carrying a tune. And so when I knew about Pro Tools, I told the producer, I said, listen, I got a real challenge for Pro Tools. So if you think you can do this, then let's try it. And he brought him in and went, oh my word. And so it was just like it wasn't like a few, it was really difficult to get him through there. But he took that song to Nashville. He got in with the Nashville group. He got on a Nashville reality show. He started recording, and it was amazing. And he said, thank you so much because you made me sound so good. It wasn't. It was that computer.
It was the computer, yeah.
Be sure and stay in electronics is what I want to tell him. But he has done great. I mean, he did great things and went right through it. But if he has the look, he really had the look and the personality and all that could just draw everybody in.
A lot of music nowadays is just like the brand. You know, a lot of people buy the brand, not the music. Right.
No, that's true. And so if you're doing beats for like hip hop beats and stuff, are you putting that together?
What I usually do, I make lo-fi music. It's short for low fidelity. So I do a lot of sample based production. So I take records. I have a lot of wax on plastic at my house, and you can sample directly from there, and then you chop it up, and you put your drums over it, and it's great.
I think that's wonderful. I'd love to hear some of your stuff. If you, I don't think we have a show yet for that to play that music. But you might have to start one for that kind of music. But I think that what's funny is that the wax and that sound of when people would play it, and to a lot of purists, they became like, that's so loud, it's so horrible, it's so crackly, it's horrible. And so the technology worked to get it smooth, to get it out of there, and to make it where, then as it moved to tape, as it moved to, the digital form and all that, and you don't hear it anymore. So then they had to recreate it, and so that they could put it on the beginning of songs and stuff to make it sound like it's going.
Yeah. It's it's definitely a choice of aesthetic for a lot of artists now.
Right, to make it look like it's really pure, the purest. But I think that it's just so funny how that you can bring anybody in and make them a star in a sense that it's not as bad as Milli Vanilli or anything like that. But you can get them to a point, make them sound good. But I just wonder how they do on the road. How do they keep their...
Some artists... they have their mics at the shows have auto-tune in them.
Oh, my word.
So if they're not lip-syncing, they probably have auto-tune on.
That's what I mean. They don't have to lip-sync, but they don't understand that that's not them. So they couldn't, if they walked into a party, something said, hey, man, sing us a couple of lines from your new song. And they couldn't do that without people going I'm not buying that. Oh, he's horrible.
Yeah.
So I love that. Do you go to a lot of concerts, or you get a lot of concerts?
I've been to a couple, but the main guys I want to see Travis Scott. He's coming to Houston. I'm a big fan of his. I've been to a J. Cole concert, Logic, a lot of rappers. I'm a big hip hop.
Well, you're right there with Cynthia Woods Pavilion. That bring a lot of people in.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes from my house. It's crazy.
Oh, so in fact, you could probably go outside and hear it. Yeah. What's going on? That's what was so funny is that we couldn't get into a concert, and we were standing on it was a few streets down, talking about this is so ridiculous. Hey, we all came all the way down here, and then they started up, and I went, wait a minute, that's them, right? They goes, yeah. So we just sat down
right outside.
By our car, just did okay, and heard as much as we wanted to hear about it. So I think that the Cynthia Woods though is a beautiful place, and you do have a lot of where you can sit on the hill and do all that. So it takes two, the cultures that want to just go back in time, because when Chicago comes in or somebody comes in and they want to just this is how it was. We sat on the grass and we, listened to them, and it was cool. But we had, in Conroe, they had the Americana Festival. Did you know about that? Did you hear about that? Yeah, we had Woodstock, and this first year was last year, so they're going to do this, every year, and you'll have to come see it because they had so many good bands around here. It was like 50 something bands or something like that. It was just amazing, and all these different venues, and people were just. I think it was like overload. A lot of people weren't ready for that much music and that many places. And a lot of times they just go in and stay in one place because they like the band and to get them to move around. But they wanted them to flow into these different venues. So we've got that going for us. So I don't know, how many times would you get down to Conroe?
I mean, before the internship, I wasn't up here a lot. So.
There is kind of a, there's between the versus Conroe versus the Woodlands and the high schools and stuff like that. So you've got that going for you. But we won't tell you about you're from Woodlands. You'll get out of here safe. It's okay, Jaeden. I promise. Jaeden, listen, I want to talk about, and I keep saying this, and I keep teasing, and I talk to you, and you're so interesting, and so now I'm going to put it off to the next segment. But if you're able to hang on, Jaeden, we're going to talk about the group, the Slants. Have you heard about the Slants?
I have not.
This is a new Asian group that just did something that nobody ever expected them to be able to do, and we're going to talk about it on the Cindy Cochran Show. So hang on, don't go away. Listen, guys, you are listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio, and we want to thank our sponsors, the Wooten Financial Group, and of course you, the listeners. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
And you're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Oh, yeah, we have talked about so many things except the thing I keep telling everybody. I'm going to talk about this next segment. We'll talk about it. Okay, so this is what went down. You are listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, and we are very excited for your listening to us, and that we want to thank our sponsor, of course, the Wooten Financial Group. And Jaeden Camstra has joined me. He's our new intern for the next few weeks, and has been talking about his love of music and what he has been doing. And he just told me the first, I guess...
Tape. Yeah.
What do you call it?
Yeah, it's called a beat tape.
The beat tape. Okay. They say tape again. I didn't know they even said tape anymore. But that a guy put it out on, was it on Facebook?
YouTube.
YouTube. He put it out on YouTube, and it's already had 500,000, not 500, but 500,000.
It's approaching. It's around 440. Upward trend.
Well, it happens so fast. It just starts multiplying and multiplying. But that's very cool. That's very cool. And speaking of music, in a sense, is that there was a group called, it's an Asian group, it's a new hot group, and all this, and they call themselves the Slants. They wanted to copyright the name, and they got turned down by the government. The copyright office said, no, you can't do that because that's offensive to people of Asian, or origin. So you can't do that. Well, they took it to the Supreme Court because they said, wait a minute, that's what we want to call ourselves. We are Asian, and we want to call ourselves that. So, hey, this is stupid. So they go, and the Supreme Court agreed with them. They said it is not, they overturned what the government had said because they said you are inhibiting their free speech. if this was something, like they gave a scope of what they could, not do, but this didn't fall in that category at all. So they, overturned their ruling. Now that ruling affected the football team, the Washington Redskins, because they had said they can't call themselves that because it's offending people. And there was a big, wait a minute, this is our name. This is, what we've had for years. Nobody sees it that way. And they had, of course, some activists that came in and said to change this. So because of this ruling with the slants, they now have the freedom to call themselves the Washington Redskins. That was an amazing deal. Did you hear anything? Have you heard anything about that?
I did not, actually. But I know, the whole deal with the Redskins, that's been going on for a while, but I hadn't heard about the band. No,
right.
I haven't.
Well, this little band that comes up and says they want to call themselves this, and no one knew about this band. This band has not reached that level where everybody knows about them. But when it came out that they were fighting this, it caused some uproar in the Asian community. Like, don't call them that. That's horrible. We're not gonna have a band called. Well, so you can't say that. They can call themselves. Now, this may open up Pandora's box in the sense that a lot of people may start calling themselves a lot of things that you don't really go, no, here it comes. But it did wash over into NFL, which you'd never think of these two ever meeting. But they have a lot to. Of appreciation for what the slants went through. Now, everybody's trying to find their music now and to look it up and all that. So they probably will do real well, with this. So, and speaking of licensing, are you well versed in that? Are you looking into what copyright laws are and all that?
I'm not really well versed in that, but I mean, yeah.
Well,
I don't really have to.
Because you've already let one of your tapes go out into the universe, and so that's going to be, everybody will take that. But Kiss, Gene Simmons wanted to, and I'll show it to the camera, he wanted to license this, the I Love You sign. And he says that's air rock, and he wants to license and sell that. Well, the deaf community going like, wait a minute, you can't license that. This is our sign language. So it's going to be interesting. They haven't ruled on that yet. And the music's getting louder and louder as you hear. And so I've got to go away. All right. We will see you tomorrow. We've got Robert Powles from Rocket Fizz and Michael Player. So join us, please. We'll be here.
This program is sponsored by the Wooten Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wooten Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. This program is sponsored by the Wooten Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wooten Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wooten Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wooten Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wooten Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wooten Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
Hi, this is Cindy Cochran, and I want to thank you for checking out The Cindy Cochran Show and invite you to listen live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 on FM 106.1 and on 104.5 and globally on irlonestar.com. The show you just fell in love with was recorded and will be posted on our podcast channels on iTunes and Google Play. You can even watch the show on our YouTube and on TV with our City TV Channel 12 on Suddenlink. So make sure to subscribe to keep up with me. My Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show, is always a good place to contact me through messages, to interact live on the air and ask questions, make suggestions, whatever. Special shout out to the show title sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group.
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show was recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.